Hi, welcome to Digital Altitude. My name is Zaf, and I'm going to walk you through getting started with DA. The reason you're watching this video is because you've paid $1 to sign up to test drive this system. So let's get you started, okay? First of all, I just want to show you my earnings screen. And if I scroll down there, you can see that I've earned up to now, since I've been in DA, and that's been about maybe just a little bit over 5 weeks, $772.03, which is not bad, considering the fact that I've only just started, really. If I scroll down, you'll see all my members. The Aspire Walkers are the ones who have paid the $1. I've actually got a Rise member there, so I managed to make a commission of $500 there from this particular member, and then I've got the $16.15. These are the members who have actually paid the subscription fee of $37 per month, of which I get a commission too. So as you can see, there's a good number of of members that I've got there. Also, you'll see that there's tags. So I've got Max VSL. You're gonna come across now that you've actually entered into the DA system. You'll come across Mac. This name Mac quite a lot, because Mac Mills is a guy who set up and created a video sales letter, an awesome video sales letter, which a lot of members actually use. So that's something that I used, and I managed to gain some members through that. And of course, my Rise sale actually came from Max VSL as well. There's also Buyers Agency. That's another story, and a couple of solo ad providers that I use as well. Okay, and if I just scroll down to the bottom, you'll see a bit of a breakdown there, and in total I've made $772.03. So, and this is really just the beginning. This is just not even the tip of the iceberg. I mean, it's just, the few drops of water on top of the iceberg. That's all this is. Alright, so there's a long way to go, and there's a hell of a lot more money to be made. And, I'm going to go for it. I'm going to do it as well. It's very, very important that you maintain a positive mindset as well when you do this business. But results do pretty much come quite instantaneously. Okay, so now, as soon as we come on to DA, alright, you'll be presented with probably the startup screen. And this is where you will begin your 7 startup steps. Okay, and these are the steps that you will need to take before you can actually proceed to actually sort of set up in any serious way. And the best thing is, you get a coach who walks you through every single step of the way. So the first thing you need to do, hopefully you've received an email from your coach. You get a personal coach, okay, who's going to, like I say, walk you through the whole system. So you'll have received an email from him or her. And what you need to do is, by clicking on Startup, if you're not already there, click on Call Coach. Okay, so when you do that, you'll be presented with a bit of a bio about your coach. And if I just scroll down there, okay, this is my scale-up coach, who was Mike Lee. But the startup coach, or I should say the welcome coach, is the coach who will, first of all, sort of get in touch with you. And there's no picture here of this coach. Maria Ramirez was the guy who got in touch with me. I received an email from this guy, and then we just took it from there, and then managed to meet and speak to, on a one-to-one basis as well. It was amazing, it really was. Quite nerve-wracking in the beginning, because that these guys, like Greg here, as you can see, he was my startup coach. I don't know, I was a little bit nervous when I spoke to him at first, because these guys are making millions of dollars, literally, all from DA, okay? And, it's just a little bit intimidating speaking to somebody at that level. But you know what, they're just normal people. They're very down to earth and very approachable. So by all means, the fact that now you've signed up by paying the $1, okay, you want to test drive the system. The only way you can test drive the system is by calling your coach. So under Startup, you need to click on Call Coach, and then that will take you to a screen where then you can scroll down and you'll be given the details of your coach. Okay, so in this case, for example, Mike Lee, I've got his email address and I've got his Skype ID as well. Okay, So you've got a few methods of being able to contact these guys. So definitely do that. You need to do that ASAP to get started as soon as possible. The longer you leave it, then the longer you're delaying the possibility of making quite a lot of money using this really fantastic, awesome system. Really. Okay. Let me just take you through a few of the things there. So that was startup. Yeah. So you need to book your coach, book a call with your coach. So you need to do that. And then what the coach will do is, okay, the coach will open up. I've skipped a little bit there, but the coach will open up these steps. Okay. Computer's lagging a little bit there, but you'll be opened up to a welcome by Michael Forst, the founder of DA, and you'll go through these steps. Okay, step 1, step 2, 3, and that'll you'll progress through these steps, but you will not be able to progress through these steps unless you get in touch with your coach, your personal coach. Okay, once you've got in touch with them, they will open up these steps for you. So there's a bit of a condition as to to be able to test drive the system. You need to get in touch with the coaches, and really that's the best way because they will guide you every step of the way. It's amazing how much guidance and how much information they give you, how much advice they give you. Absolutely amazing. So once you get to step 6, then you'll see that each step is laid out like this. So you get the main video at the top of the screen. And then you get some PDF files as well. You get a study guide, which you're expected to go through, because your coaches will ask you questions on these steps. They'll ask you what you found to be the best part of this particular step, and what you learned from it. What did you take away from that particular piece of training? So there you have it. You've got that. You've even got an option to download the MP3 files. So if you're just traveling by, in your car to work or back, you can always download these files and listen to them in your car. So once you've done that final step under startup, then you scroll all the way down and you can go on to the next part of the course, which of course is now step 7. Okay, and then we're going to move on to the actual training course itself. Although all that previous information was all training, but you're going to get into the nitty gritties of the actual how to get traffic to your DA business. Because at the end of the day, it's the traffic that's going to get you the the business, and it'll make you the money. So, for example, we've got learn the do's and don'ts of solo ads, and it goes through banner ads and social media success secrets. These are amazing videos. Okay, some of the information in these videos is something that you've probably never heard of before. All right, it's unique. It's information packed, and very, very useful information there, which you can use to actually start building your business immediately, straight away, without any delays. Okay, so that's that. So there's the first 4 or 5 tabs that I've gone through. Products, depending on what you sign up to. For example, I'm a peak climber, all right? So I've got access to the Aspire system, which is what you will have access to immediately. This is the first 18 steps, if you like. And then there's Base, which is the next step up the mountain, if you like. Then there's Rise, and a lot of people do start at Rise. Okay, it's to make decent money. Really, this is where you need to be starting, but that's for you to consider and to discuss with your coach, your personal coach. Then there's Ascend and Peak. This is where I'm at. Okay, I'm at Peak, so I'm quite high up actually. In the DA sort of hierarchy, and I'm absolutely loving it. I really am. It's been a brand new experience. I've done digital marketing in the past, but never at this level. Never at this level. And then the highest level is Apex. So as you can see, there's the mountain sort of diagram that they're giving you there. A nice picture. Okay, quite an awesome picture that, isn't it? But you start off at Aspire, then you go to Base Camp, you Rise, and then you ascend, and then you get to the peak. Okay, and you conquer. And then finally, apex is where you stood right at the top of this mountain, and you've achieved the highest level of hierarchy within DA when you're at apex. So I'm at peak, and if you scroll to the top of the screen, you'll see what level you're at because it'll tell you there. So here, for example, it says peak climber because that's the position that I'm at, and if I click on it, then I can see exactly what I've purchased, exactly what courses I've got access to. So it's quite self-explanatory, really. And then, of course, the all-important community button there. What you want to do here is you want to click on join group. Of course, call coach is very, very important, like I've always stressed throughout this presentation. Extremely important that you call your coach. But join group allows you to join the the DA Facebook group, and that will give you so much more information. It really will. And there's a lot of useful information on that Facebook group. So definitely join that group. Okay, extremely important. And as you can see there, you can join the group there. Depending on what level you're at. So of course I went through base, rise, ascend, and peak. So I can join all these groups. Of course I'm not at apex level, so you can see a little padlock icon there, meaning that I can't join apex until I'm actually at that level. And hopefully that'll be pretty soon, because that's my aim. So there you have it. You've got the leaderboard. This shows you who has earned their way to the top of the leaderboard. So as you can see, there's a guy called Jesse Singh who's right at the top of the board at the moment. Right at the top. Jason Stone, and then it goes down. Okay, so you get the top 15 there. Hopefully one day I'll be up the top there as well, and you will be as well. All right, totally possible. It really is. I know it sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? But you know what? These guys are doing it. So if they can do it, we can do it, because we're learning from these guys. We're actually learning from these guys. I'm just looking here. There's a guy called James Bond 007. For some reason, I don't think that's his actual name, but anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, and then if you look at the other bits there, for example, my coaches, that's a very important one. So I'll click on my coaches there, and that will give me some information about my coaches. All right, and it just takes you back to that screen, sort of the startup screen, if you like. Okay, and that way you know exactly who your coach is, and you can click on the book call button. So if I'll do that with Mike Lee, you'll see what it looks like. Okay, you'll see that a window comes up, and you're offered a meeting for 15 minutes. Okay, to discuss your first 8 steps, and you can click on book now. When you do that, an appointment window comes up like a calendar, and you can actually take any suitable slot that Mike may have or your coach may have, and then make sure that you're ready to take the call. Normally they work via Skype, so definitely make sure Skype is ready, and so that you can receive the call. You need the coaches. Without the coaches, you're not going to do it. Like I say, you get they hold your hand throughout the whole, throughout your whole journey through DA. It's absolutely amazing. At the end of it all, you actually get access to a traffic coach, who, although you've got all the traffic training, as I showed you on this screen here, okay, for example, solo ads and other things there, you've got all this traffic training, which will really get you started and moving immediately. You'll still get access to a traffic coach, so you'll have one-to-one meetings. My first one-to-one meeting with my traffic coach was over an hour long. It was about an hour and a half long, actually. It was amazing, and the information I gathered from that was life-changing, really. It really was. So please get in touch with your coach, get in touch with your startup coach, and book your call immediately. Okay, because the longer you wait, the more money you're losing, really. So let's get on with it, and crack on with setting up and running your business. And I wish you good luck through your journey with DA. Also, what you will get is, when you join DA through myself, is access to my private Facebook group. You will also get access to 2 other private Facebook groups. One of them is for my one of my mentors, Chiara, and she is a Facebook expert. Okay, she will help you, build your business purely using free strategies on Facebook. She's absolutely amazing. She really is. And then there's also Greg Davidson, who has offered me, or my members to be joined into his group as well, which is really appreciative of Greg. And he is a specialist in Instagram. Now, Instagram is massive. It really is. So that's something that you really want to be getting into, okay? And you really want to learn. And Greg's Facebook group, his private Facebook group, is a closed group, okay? It's only by invitation that you can get onto that group. But his group contains very, very important video files which will train you, which will give you training on Instagram and fast track your success using Instagram. So you'll get access to basically three private Facebook groups. My group, which contains a lot of information. I've got a lot of PDF books. I've got a lot of videos. I teach you quite a lot on Instagram as well, and Facebook, and how to create videos, and many other things. And also, you'll get access to Chiara's, which is the Facebook group. Basically, she's a Facebook expert, and then Greg, who is the Instagram expert. So really, you're getting the best of 3 worlds there. All right, you really are. So crack on. Okay, once you've reached the point where you want to progress, and you've discussed this, these things with your coach, your personal coach, and you really want to make some progress, then definitely get in touch with me, okay? And you can access my details, okay? So if you by doing this, if you click on my business, and then just scroll down and click on my sponsor. Okay, then you'll be able to see who your sponsor is, and that will be myself, Zaf. My sponsor is Chiara, okay? And like I say, she is the Facebook expert. She really is. She's very, very good. But when you click on, my sponsor, then you'll see this pretty face come up. Okay, that one there. And that's me, okay? And I'm a mindset coach, by the way. So, I'll keep you on track. I'll make sure that you get your jobs done, and I'll make sure that you schedule things properly, timetable things properly, be consistent in your business. And, I really do look forward to you guys joining and doing well. I sincerely want you to do well, okay? So, good luck, and get in touch with your coaches immediately, and get cracking with your business. Okay, thank you very much for listening. I'll see you very shortly. Bye-bye.